Media Buzz host Howard Kurtz. Oh, Howie, you know, look, there's so much material for SNL to use, but, you know, whether you like it or I know Sean Spicer is not particularly thrilled with Melissa McCarthy today, but that was damn funny, right?
She really nailed it, and I thought Sean Spicer took it in stride. Look,
Yeah.
when you're being made fun of on Saturday Night Live, I mean, this is a veteran spokesman who's suddenly, you know, in our living rooms every day because everybody's televising the briefings. You've arrived. It's, you know, even though it was over the top, and, you know, the briefings have been very contentious, but Melissa McCarthy, I mean, it doesn't get any better than that.
It sure doesn't. By the way, here is Sean Spicer's response. Roll it.
It was cute. It's funny. I'd rather us be talking about the issues that the president is so committed to helping Americans on, but, you know, it's part of American culture.
It is part of American culture, and to your point, Howie, I feel like it's a compliment. If you're big enough and out there enough and you put yourself in the public eye, hey, why not? SNL made fun of me. I think that's a badge of honor. Anyway, you know, listen, Steve Bannon also taking, and we haven't heard from Steve Bannon, his reaction to that, Howie, but, you know, as I said before, there is so much material for SNL. They're going to live off of this for the next 4 years at least, right?
Oh, absolutely. I mean, this is the best thing to happen to Saturday Night Live, you know, probably since Sarah Palin and Tina Fey. But look, we haven't heard much from Steve Bannon because he doesn't talk to the press very much. As a result, he is getting beaten up. Cover of Time magazine, the master manipulator, New York Times had an editorial, President Bannon. I asked Kellyanne Conway in an interview on Media Buzz about this, and she said, you know, basically she, Bannon, are proxies for people who don't like this president and are looking to beat up his staff as well.
All right, one more, Howard, for you. There's so much to get to. The president was up early this morning tweeting about fake news. Quote, any negative polls are fake news, just like CNN, ABC, NBC polls in the election. Sorry, people, want border security and extreme vetting. I call my own shots largely based on an accumulation of data, and everyone knows it. Some fake news media in order to marginalize lies. You know, Howard, at some point, you know, I mean, what's your reaction to that?
Well, look, it's fine for the president to push back against what he sees as unfair coverage. There is a lot of it out there. But to go off on the polls, I think is misguided because, you know, polls are not perfect and sometimes they're off. But when you have all kinds of major news organizations, including Fox, hiring professional pollsters, you know, it's not made up stuff. And by the way, there was a Gallup poll that showed that 49% of people support the president's order on temporary travel ban, refugees and so forth. That's a lot different than the 90% of the media coverage that seems negative against it. So in this case, the polls are actually not that bad for the president.
Yeah, he's not doing himself any favors when he just a broad stroke like that and say it's all lies. It actually hurts him, I think, because when he actually does make a good point, it gets lost. Do you not believe that?
Yeah, if there's just a constant torrent of anti-media fake news, after a while it loses its sting. It's better if you save it for the really egregious cases.
Yeah, all right, but somehow I don't think he's going to stop doing it. Howard Kurtz, as always. Howie, thank you very much.